Okay, so hi everyone. I decided I'd make this video because, well, for one, I'm a little pissed off. I had a pain management appointment today. I went there and they took my temperature and told me I had a low-grade fever of 100.4. And because I take Adderall and I've been taking these Max 3 daily vitamins, which also, I guess, gives you energy, whatever. Okay. When I take these two together, they do, I don't know, they allow me to become like really hot at first, especially if I take like that Adderall. It's 10 milligrams all at once. But today I was really tired, so I didn't really think about them, you know, the whole corona thing, I guess. I don't know why I didn't think about it, because that's all I've been doing is watching YouTube and, you know, filling my head full of this crap. But well, I get there and I just, like I said, I went ahead and took the whole 10 milligram of Adderall. Here the last couple of months, though, before I go there, I really only take like half, which that would be 5 milligrams, okay? Because I know they're fixing to check my temperature. Well, crazy thing is they have you stand outside, sign in, okay? Then, of course, I showed up with my gloves and my mask because I had these things because me and my daughter do have compromised immune systems. She had a hypercalcemia, and I had meningitis when I had a pain pump implanted in me a couple of years back, and then I got an infection. They had to take it out. Make a long story short, okay, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I definitely constantly have masks and gloves and what have you, okay, just in case. Well, I get there, they're checking temperatures, which is crazy because, okay, they do my temperature. I'm sitting here talking to them because I love these people. They're awesome. Get along with them great. We always cutting up and stuff. I get there and they do my temperature and it's 100.4. which is strange. Sorry, that was my car alarm telling me I'm going over the speed limit. Okay, so let me slow down. Okay, so it's 100.4. Okay, so in my mind, I'm thinking, dang, Crystal, why'd you take the whole Adderall? But whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I told them that. I was like, look, I just took the whole Adderall because I was sleepy too, and yes, while it does help me focus, it also wakes me up. If I take a whole Adderall, especially with the Max 3 dailies, it does keep me awake. I know, all those woo-woo, your method, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. Okay, so, okay. Mainly my family. I think y'all know who you are. You know, the whole drug association, but yet they come after me because I take prescribed Adderall. But okay, sure, if that makes you feel good. Anyway, so so when she tells me my temperature, well, first it wouldn't calculate, and she's like, okay, as it's sitting in my mouth, she's like, okay, why is it not calculating? And I'm like, you know, so it finally calculates, and she's like 100.4, and I was like, no. So we're sitting there talking. She's like, well, we can't see you. Now, mind you, I've been having migraines like really badly because they introduced me to this whole Botox in my head and in between my eyes and my ears and down my spine, or not down my spine, excuse me, down the sides of my neck into my my shoulder muscles, which is where I guess I store a lot of stress. I don't know. Either way, I just know it works, okay? It works for me. It helps a lot. So, because of this whole virus thing, they haven't been doing the Botox injections, which was not cool for me. But at the same time, I didn't want to go to the doctor because I don't want to become the next victim of this dang virus. So whatever. But they called me yesterday saying that they were going to move my appointment from 3 o'clock till this morning. So then they called me this morning because they didn't give me a time yesterday. They called me this morning and they gave me a time to just come sometime this morning. Okay, like I said, get there. It's 100.4. 5 seconds later, I said, no, I think y'all might want to check that again. I said, because it just doesn't make sense, because that just doesn't make sense. But then it did make sense because I did take the Adderall. But 5 seconds later, she retakes my temperature, and it's 99.2. Now, I'm standing in the same place, didn't take off any clothes, didn't do anything, didn't drink anything, didn't do anything, but my temperature goes from 100.4 to 99.2. Now they tell me that they can't see me because of this whole, pandemic, epidemic. I'm not going to say that, but I was fixing to make my own imic. But it wasn't going to be a pretty imic, okay? Anyway, so now I'm ticked off because I have been going through so much trying to keep me and, well, my whole family safe, but me and my youngest daughter both have compromised immune systems, and I know that. So I've been trying my best. That's not okay. I've been trying my best to well, my kid's father seems to have an essential job because he's a manager at a car place. Okay. Because he's a manager, he's essential. He believes I'm a conspiracy theorist. He and I do not get along at all. Like, barely at all. But, whatever. Anyways, so he thinks I'm a conspiracy theorist. But now I'm pissed off conspiracy theorist now. Okay? So, I mean, my point is like, the whole time he would come home, I would say, look, do not touch me, do not touch the kids. Well, he thought I was crazy. He thought I was like woo-woo, okay? He would take my kids and he would take them into the grocery store after I told him, do not take my kids into the grocery store. They're allowed to go with you, but they sit in the car. If they go inside of a grocery store, which they are not allowed to, but, that's their father. I'm supposed to be able to trust this person, their father.
1.5 mile. Turn left on State Route 33.
So now my chronic pain management doctor will not see me for 14 days. And I need a refill on my chronic pain medicine. And obviously I need it if they just put a pain pump in. I mean, But no, I can't even re-up, I guess, as drug dealers would say. I'm just playing. I can't even get my prescriptions filled because, well, I can, but I just don't know how this is all going to work. But, I mean, it's ticking me off because I have literally, my hands are extremely dry. I already have dry hands anyways because I was in the healthcare field. And, of course, they teach you how to wash your hands. And I was a CNA. Of course, we carry the brunt end of the deal for everyone. Anyways, then my next point. They say that this whatever started last year in China. Okay, I get it. It started last year in China. And they're saying that a lot of people last year in the U.S. could have had it and could have been tested for something other than what it could have been. In other words, they could have had the coronavirus. Okay. My daughter was told in November, because I was, like I said, I was a CNA and I was working in a nursing home. It's almost like as soon as I started working in this nursing home, like I hadn't been working for a while, and I was planning on leaving my husband. We were gonna go through another divorce. Yeah, long story there. Anyways, I got sick, like, instantaneously as soon as I went back to work. Well, I remember it was crazy. Like, I mean, it hurt to breathe. It hurt. I was coughing. I was drinking vitamin C. I hate medicine. I absolutely hate medicine, which is crazy because I'm on chronic, whatever. Just ignore me. Okay, I'm on chronic pain medicine, yes, but if you knew me before all this drama that I got myself into, you would know after I was about 15 years old, I didn't even take anything for headaches or anything, like, because of issues. I hated medicine. I hated medicine. Sorry that the steering wheel's in the way, but so mind you,
turn left on State Route 33.
they think that now a lot of sorry, yeah, maybe that's part of it. No, I'm sorry, but I don't know. Anyways, they think now that a lot of the U.S. patients that were seen last year could have possibly had the virus. Okay. Now, because my daughter was tested for the flu, which she's had the flu before, she really thought it was that, and honestly, I thought it was that, but I don't know. It was just different. Like, she was still, even though she had like a fever and she didn't feel good, she was coughing a lot. But in spite of all that, she was still wanting to play, not like the flu. Not like the flu at all. So, when we took her to the doctor, of course,
1/4 mile. Turn right on
they did the flu test, came back negative. So they diagnosed her with severe upper respiratory infection. This was in the middle of November. I believe I said in October, but I'm wrong. I guess I was lying. My bad. But it was in the middle of November. Because I went back to work as a CNA for this nursing home in October. Like the very end of October, I went back to work at this nursing home, and it was like instantaneous. Like, as soon as I went back to work, it was like within 2 weeks I got sick. Like, bam. Okay, now mind you, yes,
State Route 33.
I was dealing with patients who were closed off. They weren't said to have had, anything like that, but other isolation rooms. They were in other isolation rooms. So, I mean, but that's, if you're a CNA, that's what you have to deal with. So, so I also was working night shift from 7 p.m. No, 11 to 7. It was 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Because I was just used to that anyways, because I worked in bars all my life, other than being, medical, in the medical field. But anyway, so me and my daughter were both sick. I remember having, like, my DON, she was awesome. I'm not even gonna say she She was horrible, but I know she had to be thinking, like, what is wrong with this girl? She just got this job, and she's not even coming to work. Like, and they told me I have bronchitis. Okay, so I want to know, can anyone remember right before all this stuff? Can anyone remember when they were talking about people dying from smoking vapes? Anyone remember that? Because I do. Well, how do I know? How do I remember? Why do I remember? It's because I had just quit smoking after, like, what, 26 years or something like that. I had just quit smoking cigarettes. I've never, ever, ever been able to stop except for when I was pregnant, and then I started right back shortly after. But this time, my kids were begging me to quit smoking. I found out my youngest daughter had asthma, which was brought on by gymnastics, or she said gymnastics. It was brought on by exercise or something like that, like exercise, running, anything that causes physical activity. Okay, she's only had like 2 episodes to where she felt like she wasn't breathing, which just so happens to be the same freaking time last year. Okay? The same freaking time. She could not breathe. I remember freaking out. They told me she had asthma and an upper respiratory infection. Thanks for watching.